guys, Rinne-Hatake here, back with another video, and today I got what if Luffy was sent to the Naruto-verse Remastered version. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this what if scenario, and I will be posting something after this, so make sure to watch out for that. But without further ado, let's begin. So, this story is going to begin at Sabaody. Kuma, a warlord, had just sent Luffy's crew flying to different islands, lacking cannon. After Kuma had finished with Luffy's crew, he turned to the head honcho, Luffy himself, and swiped his hand, sending him away with the paw fruit. Luffy would shed a tear, thinking about how he failed to save his crew, how he was too weak, how he wasn't strong enough to protect the people he cared about, as he falls unconscious. Little did Kuma know, he didn't send Luffy to Boa. He didn't send him to Boa Hancock. He sent him to a whole different verse entirely. And of course, this is going to be covered by plot. And this is just a theory, a theoretical possibility. Of course, it could never happen. This is just plot. But we move. Luffy would wake up in a cold sweat, in a different environment. He'd look to his right and to his left, seeing that he was on a bed and that there was curtains around him. He doesn't know where he is, as Luffy would scratch his head, wondering, why on earth am I here? Where am I? But out of nowhere, a pink-haired girl would open the curtains, as this would startle Luffy. As Luffy would be shocked and jump back a little. The pink-haired girl would apologize to him and introduce herself, saying her name is Sakura Haruno. Luffy would have done the same thing, saying, my name is Monkey D. Luffy, and I'm going to be the king of the pirates. Sakura, who doesn't understand what he is talking about, thinking that he's just, hit his head since he's at the hospital, so she would then ask him if she can give him a checkup, since he was badly injured when he arrived at the Leaf Village. Meanwhile, as this was going on, Naruto had just arrived to the Leaf Village. He did everything in canon, basically introducing himself to, not introducing, but like meeting up with Konohamaru, meeting up with a few other people as well, stuff like that. But he didn't meet up with Sakura because Sakura was with Luffy. So, we move. Naruto would head over to the Hokage's office and reunite with Lady Tsunade and Kakashi, having the same interaction. But Naruto would get confused, asking, where's Sakura? As Tsunade would look towards him, informing him that she's treating a patient currently that just arrived not too long ago. So with Sakura, she just finished checking up Luffy, as she found Luffy strange, as his body didn't seem normal because his skin was so stretchy and stuff like that, and she doesn't understand this condition. She's never seen a patient like this. So Sakura would note this down, wondering if this is some sort of rare skin disease or something like that. As, she was writing this down, she would hear a knock on the door. As she answers it, she would be shocked as she'd drop everything that she has, seeing that it was Naruto. As, Naruto and Sakura would begin, laughing and catching up and stuff like that, and Luffy would yell, or Luffy's stomach would growl, as the conversation would stop, as everyone would stare at Luffy. As Luffy would yell, I want meat! As Naruto would begin laughing, saying, I like this guy. As Luffy would look towards Naruto as well, saying, I like this guy too. As in a matter of moments, these two goofballs became friends and started goofing off, dancing and doing all sorts of other things. Sakura would honestly get a little angry, hitting both of them on the head as she would tell them off, saying that they're still in a hospital and that they should behave. So we move from this. Naruto would go outside with Luffy, showing him around. As they, go around here and there, Luffy would get introduced to the Konoha 12. Or 11, since Sasuke isn't here. The Konoha 12. As they would go around and stuff like that. And, they did go up against Kakashi. They did fight Kakashi like they did in canon. Of course, Luffy won't be a part of that since he's not a ninja. And he's not in Team 7. But yeah, we move from this. As, well, they began, showing Luffy around and stuff like that, as I was saying. And, yeah, they just got food since Choji and Luffy decided that they were really hungry. And Naruto would just face palm saying, this is going to be an expensive bill. As they went to a barbecue place that Choji likes and went to a ramen place, or Ichiraku. As Choji and Luffy would go at it all out. The greatest fight you've ever seen. As they would have an eating competition, and this competition would be legendary. Even better than Naruto vs. Luffy. But anyways, enough of the side tangent, we move. But all of a sudden, as you know, everyone was enjoying their meal, right? An Anbu would appear out of nowhere, summoning Team 7 to the Hokage's office. As Team 7 would arrive, Tsunade would explain that the Akatsuki attacked the Sand Village and kidnapped Naruto's dear friend, Gaara, the Kazekage. As Naruto would get enraged by this, and he would want to leave as soon as possible, but they can't because they still have to prepare. So how is Luffy going to fit into all this, you may ask? Well, Tsunade, seeing that Luffy was there, would decide that this might be the new Team 7, saying that Luffy will act as a ninja, or this would be like his test to see if he's fit to be a ninja, basically. So yeah, this would be like his test to see if he's fit to be a ninja now. So yeah, move from this. So in that afternoon, they set out for the Sand Village. As, they were swinging through the trees, jumping from tree to tree branch, stuff like that, using their chakra. Luffy, on the other hand, would use his gum fruit abilities and swing on the trees like a monkey. Or swing through the trees, using his gum fruit, and everyone would be shocked. Kakashi, Naruto, and Sakura would look at him strangely, wondering, what ability is that? What type of jutsu or Kekkei Genkai would give him the properties of rubber? They'd ask him some questions, but ultimately stay focused on the task at hand. So, like in canon, they would arrive a day late, and Naruto would be enraged, be furious, as, he'd say everything he said in canon, and want to rush out immediately, but they currently can't, because a sandstorm is preventing them from actually doing so. So yeah, we move from this. As in canon, Sakura would treat Kankuro's wounds, and the poison that Kankuro is poisoned with. But yeah, we move. So the next day, they set out early, and it would go just like in canon. Naruto would end up, meeting up with Deidara, and basically chase Deidara. And Kakashi would run after Naruto, and would tell Luffy, the Straw Hat Boy, to basically stay behind and help Sakura and Lady Chiyo. As this fight would be a stomp. I'm gonna be honest with you, this fight would be a stomp. Luffy, in this fight, would smoke Sasori. I'm just gonna be honest. Sasori is getting smoked. Because, first of all, Luffy has Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd, and Luffy is fast in Gear 2nd. And Sakura here and Lady Chiyo beat Sasori, so this would just, be easier. So yeah, this fight went way quicker. Luffy just using Gear 2nd and just obliterating this man. And seeing Luffy's combat prowess and ability would shock Lady Chiyo and Sakura. As Luffy, after smoking Sasori, would turn to Chiyo and Sakura and give them a smile, saying, glad to see that you guys are alright. As he'd give the main MC character type of smile. As I'm going to end this off here. This would be part 1. So hopefully you guys did enjoy that. But I will be posting part 2 pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. But without further ado, I'll see you all in the next What If scenario. Peace.